Welcome to the 18th chapter of the book of Genesis. The Lord appears at Mamre. Mamre was a place and it was also a person. Mamre was one of the the friends of Abraham when he went after the kings that attacked the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah when he was able to rescue Lot. It begins in verse 1. Ophthi they avto o theos, and God appeared to him. Here is another place that God appears in physical form. It mentions, I think this is the seventh place. It mentions God appearing in the garden, then the Tower of Confusion, and then to Abram and Shechem, and then Melchizedek, and then Hagar after that, and then Abraham at the circumcision covenant, and then now this place here at Mamre. And theos, we have theology, so we'll give that an underline here. Pros ti thri ti Mamre, and there's the place, Mamre. Kathi menu avtu epitis theris ti skinis avtu mesim vrias, at his sitting near the door of his tent. Skinis is a tent. We've mentioned before a scene. Early plays were done in tents, and that's where the derivative comes from. Anavlepsis they tis ophthalmis avtu ide, and lifting up his ophthalmis, eyes, optometrist, he saw. Ke idhu tris andres estikasen epano avtu. Three men had set upon him, come towards him. Tris, try, derivative. Ke idon procedremen e sinantasen avtis apotis theris tis skinis avtu, and seeing he ran up to meet them from out the door of his tent. So he's sitting there, and here they come, and there he goes. Ke prosekinasen epi tigin, and he did obeisance upon the ground. And this obeisance that King James has, bow. So he saw these men, and for somehow they must have grabbed his attention. I'm sure a lot of people go by. I'm not exactly sure it was what it was of these men, how they looked, but it must have had a royal appearance because he did obeisance upon the ground. He prostrated himself upon the ground. The Gene. Here is Gene. We have geology, and the Gene is also used or translated in some places earth, and also land. It depends on the context. He did obeisance upon the land. You could do that, but the land is more of a broader area. He did obeisance upon the earth. It could have been because the earth, it's either the earth is a globe type thing, or the earth that you pick up in your hand, good earth. So this word gain has a different ways of translating it into English. Verse 3, Keipe, and he said, Kyrie, O Lord, e ara evron harin in antion su, if I surely have found favor before you, me parelthis ton pay the su, you should not go by your servant. Leaf thito the Ethor, let there be taken now water, probably for their camels and themselves. Ke nipsatosen tus podas imon, and let them wash your feet. His servants, the podas. We have a pod, tripod, three-footed instrument. Ke katapsi xate ipo to dendron, and be cooled under the tree. So it must have been a hot day. Dendron, we have a dendrite. It's a tree branch type looking markings in stone. Verse 5, K lipsome arton, I will bring bread. Ke fagus they, and you shall eat. Ke metatuto paralevsas they is tin odon imon, And after this you shall go on your journey, in your journey. Odon, a way. Odometer is a derivative. U eniken exeklinate pros ton peitha imon, because of which you turned aside to your servant. Ke ipan, and they said, Uto pison kathos irikas, thus do as you have said. So they agree, and they come by and stop with Abram. Verse 6, Ke espevsen Avram epitin skinin prosaran, and Abraham hastened unto the tent to Sarah. Ke ipan avti, and he said to her, Spevson, ke phirason tria metra semidalios, hasten and mix up tria, there's that tri again, mitra, a measures, a meter, it comes out of that through the Latin, of fine flour. Ke pison eg krifias, and make. Here is the word pieo, to make. Other places we'll see it's to do, prepare. It all depends on the context. You can, when you're translating it, it's no two translators would ever translate this alike in every place. Some people would want to put down prepare, like right down here, it's to prepare it. He hastened to prepare it. You wouldn't want to hasten to do it. Could have been, but it's one of these words that has a lot of English derivative, a lot of English words. So then in verse 7, Ke istas voas edramin Avraham, and Abraham ran to the oxen. Ke eleve Apollon moscarion ke kalon, and he took a tender and good kalon moscarion, young calf. Ke edoke to pai thee, and he gave it to the servant. Ke etachine to piise avto, and he hastened to prepare it. In verse 8, eleve they vutiron ke gala, and he took butter and milk. Ke gala, we have galactic as a derivative, gala. Vuteron, butter is fairly close. I'm not exactly sure if it's a true derivative or just a coincidence. No, the spelling similarities, but it might help you remember it because it is similar. Keto moscarion o epise, and the young calf which he prepared he took. Ke parethiken aftis, and he placed it to them, all this food, this banquet. Ke ephagon, and they ate. Avtos they paristiki avtis hypo todendron, and he stood beside them under the tree. So he's standing as like a servant and watching them as they're eating. Verse 9, Ipe they prosavton, pu sara igini su. And he said to him, now who is this he? This one individual of the three. Pu sara igini su. O they apokrithis, ipen, and he said, Abram, Idhu en ti skini, behold, in the tent. Ipe they epanastrepphon, and he said, returning, ixo prose kata ton chiron tuton is oras. I will come to you according to this time to the hour. Ke exi ion Sarah igini su, and your son Sarah will have a son. Sarah de ikuse prostin therantis skinis, usa opiston aftu. And Sarah heard by the door of the tent, being behind him.